Welcome to the Learn English Easily and Fluently podcast. Today we have an inspiring and challenging story, a story that will completely change the way you see life. Imagine being born into a simple family, working on farms since childhood, not speaking English, and everyone telling you that your dreams are impossible, but you prove them wrong. In this episode, we will take you on an amazing journey, the journey of a boy who started from nothing and reached the stars. Are you ready to find out how he went from harvesting crops to working at NASA? Don't forget to support us with a like and subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing you exciting stories that help you learn English in a fun way. Fasten your seatbelts. Let's go. But before we start, let me ask you, do you have a dream that seems impossible? Maybe this story will completely change your mind. If you dream of something, don't let it stay just a dream. Make it real. These were the words of Jose Hernandez, the little boy who worked on farms with his parents but later became a scientist at NASA. But how did that happen? The beginning, a boy with nothing but willpower. On a hot day in California, young Jose sat in an old truck, shaking on a dusty road. He was only 10 years old, and instead of going to school every day, he helped his parents harvest crops, moving from farm to farm. He had no permanent home and did not speak a single word of English. Every morning, he woke up before dawn to help his father, then went to school late, tired and sometimes hungry. His classmates made fun of him because he didn't understand the teacher's questions and could not pronounce English words correctly, but he did not give up. The spark, the dream, begins on TV. On a cold night, Jose sat in front of the TV with his family, watching a historic moment, an American astronaut stepping onto the moon. Jose looked at his father and said excitedly, "Dad, I want to become an astronaut." Some family members laughed and told him it was impossible. After all, he was just the son of a Mexican farmer who barely understood English. But his father did not laugh. Instead, he looked at him calmly and said, "If you really want something, work on it every day. Don't let anything stop you." And that's when the real challenge began. The first challenge, learning English. Jose had no money for classes, not even the internet at that time. But he came up with his own method, watching the news in English every day, even if he didn't understand everything. Reading newspapers out loud despite making many mistakes. Listening to the radio and copying the pronunciation, even if it sounded funny at first. Writing 5 new words every day and using them in sentences. He stayed up late studying while other kids played. In just 2 years, he started speaking English fluently, but he did not stop there. The road to space, rejected 11 times. Years later, Jose excelled in school and went to university to study engineering. His dream was big, so he applied for a job at NASA. But do you know what happened? He was rejected. Once, twice, 11 times. Every time he opened a rejection letter, he felt like his dream was slipping away. But instead of giving up, he came back stronger. Each time he was rejected, he improved his skills even more. He learned how to fly planes. He studied space science. He earned extra degrees. And on the 12th attempt, the moment finally arrived. His phone rang. On the other end, a NASA official said, "Congratulations, you have been accepted." He couldn't believe it. His eyes filled with tears, and he knew that every moment of hard work was worth it. After years of struggle, the boy who picked crops under the hot sun became a scientist at NASA. The lesson? Don't let language be a barrier to your dreams. Persistence is the difference between failure and success. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you go. And that's the end of today's journey. An inspiring story of determination and perseverance. If this story inspired you, even a little, remember that your dream is worth the effort. Never give up. What is your big dream? Write in the comments, what will you do to achieve it? We'll be here to support you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe so we can bring you more exciting and inspiring stories. See you in the next episode.